Hello everyone, and thanks for watching InputDialog World videos. This is Sabyuddin Ahmed Siddiqui. Continue with the video number 24th. Now today we will be doing JOptionPane with show input dialog with the if conditions. And as you know that you have done and learned something about the if condition and nested if condition, repeated if condition, that is by using JOptionPane confirm dialog box. Now the code is written in front of you. This was the first conditional option which you have used with the help of integer choice. You stored values in choice. Now continuing with the JOptionPane with input dialog. Now what we have to do, if you want to make a calculator or something like that to receive the value of some other variables or identifiers, as you can see, the identifier basically identifies the type of the data. That means data type you are going to use. So this becomes the identifier and the variable in which it will keeps on changing the values. Again I am telling you. So now we will be using JOptionPane input dialog box. I am putting remarks on all the code. So keep watching. I am just putting remarks. You can put the block level remark here without any. You can use this integer, and all you have to do is just put remarks. Keep putting on remarks. I'm just removing all this. Just let us do the new one so that you can learn this easily. I'm just putting this remark only. I'm adding another class here. New Java class option input if input with the if condition. We are going to do that. Okay, now come on, click on finish. Now you can see this is done. Now you can see that I am not going to import anything as I will be using the type of statements here. You can see that automatically imports will be enlisted, or if I will put just fix import, you can see fix imports. When I have to click this, you will see that all the imports will automatically fix. Now continuing with this, I am putting just the play class, that is main class. Public static void main string arguments and the bracket open and close. Now here I am going to just show you the demonstration. I am just utilizing integer a, b and c. I have declared 3 variables of integer type, and now I am continuing with that. A equals to integer dot parse integer, and within this bracket I have to call optionPane dot show input dialog, and here I have to put the message. Let's suppose enter value of a, right? So you can see addition. I'm making a calculator addition, right? OptionPane information, right? And I'm just putting here on the top JDialog dot set default look and feel true. You can see the import statement automatically appeared here. I have not written anything, you have seen. Now a, I have taken a, and now I'm going to take b. I'm just writing b equals to integer dot parse integer, right? And then I'm just using JOptionPane dot show input, again putting a message null, enter the value of b, right? Now here addition, and then you can put optionPane dot information, right? The message is complete. Now what we have to do here, change small I to capital I. Integer basis, this is a wrapper class and that was not derived from it. that is why it was generating error. Now here C equals to A plus B. Now you have calculated the amount. Now the time to show the result. So again, option JOptionPane dot show message, right? So the result of A plus B is plus C. You can see the result over here. Now putting by comma, separating by comma, result. You can see the result, and then JOptionPane dot error message or information. Yes, keep information, it's okay. Now you can see that the information is done. Now we are going to continue with this. Okay, now I'm running the program. Okay, because I have already added the play class. This is known as main class. The player is added, so we don't need to just worry about. Just simply run the file and you can see that easily. Enter value of A, right? Let's suppose I put 1. Okay, now close. Okay, then 3. The result should be 4. Just it's okay, working fine. So now you can see that this appears good. Okay, now what we have to do is here, now this is done. Now you can see that if I am going to make a method of this, so I can use this. Now if I'm going to fix something, let's suppose I'm using if condition, right? If A lesser than 0, right, lesser than 0, then what to do? Less than 0 means minus 1, right? You are fixing that the result should contain not more than less than 0 and greater than 100. Let's suppose if A lesser than 0, then JOptionPane dot what? Show JOptionPane dot show message dialog, right? Null number must be positive integer, no negative numbers. Okay, error, value error, right? So you can just use this and then JOptionPane dot error message, right? So this will appear, or this is a single condition. Okay, so I'm just running this. See, the error message appears, no negative numbers, but after this will show the result is 5. So it should prevent that, it should not proceed it. Now we have put one condition. Next is if A less than B, and I'm just nesting this, A less than 0 and ampersand B less than 0, right? Both of them, both the values you have fixed here, that they should not less than 0. Okay, and else if A less than 100, A equals less than equals to 100, and b less than equals to 100. Then again the same message should appear, right? We have put the brackets and now the statement comes up, same message, and here we will change the message. Number must be positive integer, not greater than 100. Okay, so this has fixed this value error. Okay, now the message changed, value error less than 1, less than 1, less than 0, less than 0. Okay, so less than 0 means minus, within bracket -1. Okay, value error greater than 100, greater than 100. Now we are going to run this so that you can see easily that what is going on. Enter value a -1 and b 101, 100. That means it is not working because the condition is not set. So again we should fix a to less than and b a less than. If a less than 0 or b greater than 0, greater than 100, or we are going to change this if a less than 0 and a greater than 100. Here you have to make some correction, and a greater than or less than 100, less than equals to 100, greater than, if a less than 0 and if a greater than 100, then this. Else if b less than 0 and b greater than 100. Let's see what happens. It is working because the condition is not set, that is why. Now see what happens, what to do now. We are going to fix it. Now we are going to change this operator and to OR. Use pipe sign here, so that this will take the range into it. If it is lesser than 0 and greater than 0, again here I am changing the AND to OR, which makes some sense. Now see, we are running it now. And B, yes, it will work. It has read the first condition, and then see what happens. Again it has given 101. Okay, so if we keep this, so this will be okay. Else, now I am going to put this in a else statement, else if, and else here we are going to use this else. Else, do this. Now you can see that. Now again running this, so that it will stop or it will prevent, otherwise it won't. -1, 102 in both the cases. Now see, no effect. If you want to take up again, now I am running this, you can see that positive values, let's suppose 1, 1, 12. Answer is 13. Okay, it's okay, now fine. So you can see that how did you fix the condition, by understanding that if you have this confusion in your mind that I am going to focus only on two conditions, that is if I keep the a equals to or less than 0 with the AND operator, so it won't work, because if you fix a and b or a and a, so a and a will be executing only in that condition where a and a conditions becomes true. That means a must be less than 0 and a must be greater than 100, but we are not providing the same condition. We are giving the range of numbers, that is from 0 to 100, or that is from 0 to 100. That means if it starts with the 0 and ends up with on 100, then it will execute. Otherwise, if it is greater than 100 or lesser than 0, that is -1 or -2, any values, so it won't execute, and the message will prompt you with the error, that this error appears to be fixed. Now here I am hopeful that you must have seen that what kind of errors you have traced now. Okay, now if you want to call it again and again, so we have to just make a function and method of it. Then you can see this, the program is now okay and functioning well. So you have fixed if a less than 0 or a greater than 100. That means if 101 is typed, so it will not accept, an error message will generate. On the other hand, because you are testing a and b repeatedly, so you have kept if else if b less than 0 or b greater than 100, or I can put everything in one statement, or two times more, or then in one statement it could have prevented it. Okay, so now else if, this option again must be integer, not less than, greater than, and then in else statement, that means if these conditions are not true, that means you have to execute the else statement. That means you have to calculate a plus b to c and then output c to the result statement. Now you have seen how to write the conditions. I am just expanding that and making it more, you can say, format. I'm just formatting this thing so that you can see and the readability can be increased. So you can see that it is done now with the help of this. You can see the whole code here. This is the whole code, you can see easily. Now this is the use of integer, and I have just used this thing, input. Now if I am again running this, run the file, and you are seeing this, I am just clicking this dismissed, and you can see the error message here, exception in thread main java.lang number format exception null, because you have not provided any values and it has abnormally terminated the program. So if you want to restrict this thing, so I am again putting the exception in the next video. So keep watching, I hope you will like this. Thanks for watching.